This press bike has the reverse gear option fitted, so let me give you a quick demo of that. Start her up, pull on the lever, and then hit the starter. See, there's not many bikes you could do that on. So we're here at BMW headquarters in the UK here today to ride some of the 2021 bikes, and I've been looking forward to getting hold of this, the R18 Classic. To me, this just makes so much more sense than the first edition, so in this video I'm going to tell you why. Now look, I get why they did the first edition first. If you look at the concept bike, the one that they launched at the Concorso d'Eleganza, it's a very stripped back looking thing, and I think if you jumped straight to this as the production model, it would have been such a shock to see it kitted out with all these bits and cluttered up. And I think the first edition is a more gradual, logical progression from that concept bike to something you can actually ride on the road. But when I rode the first edition, I don't know, if I was going to buy a big cruiser like this, I think I want something that was comfortable on the motorway, that was good for putting in big miles, and I just felt like the first edition came up a little bit short in a couple of departments. I mean, look at it, it's such a long bike and it's pretty damn heavy as well. So if I was looking for like a naked cruiser, something that was more suitable for back roads, B roads, Sunday blast, then probably I'd buy something that was more nimble, like an Indian Scout Bobber or something like that. The sheer scale of this bike really means that it's meant for that proper straight line cruising and comfort. The first feature that's an absolute must for me on a big cruiser tourer type bike like this is cruise control. Not everybody wants it on their bike, but personally I think once you've used it and you've got used to it, it's hard to go back. This has the typical BMW system that you'd expect, so a little toggle switch here on the left hand switch gear, and then once you've got it switched on, there's a set and resume button, so set to hold the current speed, and then if you brake or accelerate off that speed, you can hit resume to go back to it. There's no adaptive system like the RT I was riding earlier. There's no nudging the speed up and down. It's very simple, but it does the job, and it just takes a little bit of pressure off your throttle wrist on those longer trips. The screen as well. Now this isn't a particularly big screen, but for me this just takes a little bit of the wind chill off your chest, keeps you a bit warmer on cold days, and I actually think it looks pretty good as well. Maybe not in the photos before I saw it today, but in the flesh it's a really good looking bike. These peripheral lights at the front as well, they certainly help with that look. How functional they are, well, I'm not sure. I'm not going to be able to ride it at night today, but they certainly add to that American cruiser style look, and of course they'll help you to be seen as well by other road users. An extra visibility on the motorway is always a good thing. So at the back end here you've got the pillion seat as standard. Now you could spec something like that on the first edition, but it does suit the nature of this bike. And you've got these saddlebags as well. I think they're 15.5 litres, so you won't get a helmet in there, but in terms of taking a bit of weekend touring kit, you know, a change of clothes and that sort of thing, these are more than ample. Quite a nice feature is that you've got plastic buckles behind these big metal ones. These would be a bit of a fiddle, I think. These small plastic clips are much quicker, although you can't lock them, of course. And then you've got these silencers that are straight. So the first edition had those distinctive fishtail exhausts. I think they were quite divisive. I mean, let me know what you think of them in the comments, but some people love them, some people not so much. So these straight ones accommodate the saddlebags, but I actually think they look really good as well. The Classic comes with this 16-inch front wheel as well. You could spec this on the first edition, but I think this one suits the look of the bike. And I might be right in saying that a bit more air capacity with these balloon tires give you a bit more of a cushy ride. So there we have it, the R18 Classic, much better equipped for the sort of riding that I think the engine and chassis is intended for. Let me know what you think of it though down in the comments below. If you've got any questions, put them in there as well and I'll try and get back to you. And if you're new here and you want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe and I'll catch you next time.